excerpt from my novel, The Company of Birds. I've been working on it for the past, let's not go there. I'll start with chapter 1. What are you writing that has you scowling like a gargoyle? A woman asked. I started and my pen slipped, dragging a dark indigo line across the page. Isha stood at the door to my study, her blonde hair coming undone from twin plaits. You gave me a start, I said, my hand pressed to my heart. Certainly, my pulse raced, though I wasn't entirely sure why I had any reason to feel any real fear. Ruefully, I glanced at the smeared paper. That was good stock, imported too. Then again, my journals were full of such blotches. The big woman stepped into the room and closed the door behind her. She was still wearing her work apron, which was covered with a fresh batch of singe marks, and she hefted a covered basket. Helena sends this to you with regards. She missed you at lunch. A glance out the window showed long shadows from one of the library towers on the glazed green tiles of the roof. That later, I had missed lunch. Truth be told, I'd been so engrossed in my work I hadn't noticed. Only now my stomach growled as Isha plonked the basket on top of the smaller pack of student essays I was still to review. You can eat, surely. Whatever you were doing can't be that dire that you can't take a break. She glared at my writing. I placed a protective hand over my journal, careful not to smudge the drying ink further. It wasn't that dire, you're right. No more lovelorn meanderings. She raised a recently singed brow. Soot smeared her right cheek as if she'd hastily tried to wipe it off. A laugh escaped me at her ridiculous appearance. Did something explode in your face again? Damn, I didn't get it all, did I? I shook my head, grinning as I reached for the basket. Helena, blessed her, had packed cold fowl, freshly baked rolls, the nice round ones usually reserved for the Chancellor's table, a bottle of mead and 2 clay goblets. Well, this is certainly more appetizing than what we had for lunch yesterday. Not fish, I take it. No, thankfully. I broke off pieces of stuffed bird and put them in a roll, my belly gurgling in anticipation. Isha dragged up a chair and helped herself too, and for a while we ate in companionable silence. The fowl was a little tough, perhaps a game bird, judging by the texture of the meat, and not something that ordinary academics would have served up. The mead was on the dry side, but the honey taste lingered, and it was pleasantly cool on this late summer afternoon, where already it felt as if an entire library's worth of dust had coated the back of my throat. So what's news from my favourite hermit crab? Asked Isha. You do really need to come out of your shell more often. One of these days they're going to forget you exist until they start wrinkling their noses at the inexplicable stench wafting from your chamber. I don't mind, truth be told. You're going to have to end your self-imposed exile sooner or later. I'm opting for the latter. She dragged the journal across to her and I had to snatch it from her lest she smear the pages with her greasy fingers. As if further affronts to any literary attempts mattered after the most recent accident, but I couldn't help but be protective over my words. No, I just wanted to. Isha's fierce grin said she was well aware of my fears. I'm not wringing my heart out with outpourings of grief, I said. Not this time, at least. If you must know, I was writing down one of the old stories my father told me. She straightened in her seat. Well, that makes a difference from, may that straw-headed hedge creeper develop rot in her lady bits. I did not write that, not ever. Isha gave a most unladylike snort. All right, I admit I did pen some things that might be considered unsavory, but given the context, it was entirely justified. Especially when you accidentally left your journal in the library and the third-year alchemy students had an eyeful and then some. You pretty much needed to stop digging your hole right there. My face grew warm at the mention of the incident and I sipped my mead to hide my discomfort. She had it coming. And so did you. You're lucky you got away with the tap on the wrist. I shrugged. It helped that Chancellor Harkin had my back. I'm thinking I should perhaps put together some of my father's folk tales. He's been collecting them for years. I've been telling him he should collate them, but he's as stubborn as ever. Isha approves greatly, she intoned with a wink. Ah, please, they're just stories. Ones that he's got from his Trojan labourers and from visitors. No, really, I think it's a great idea. It's silly, not very academic of me. I'll most certainly not get it published within these hallowed walls. Pah! If the world had to fall to dry academia all the time, we'd be turned to stone out of boredom.